Welcome into another episode of the SEC Snap Count. I'm your host tonight, the Stat Guy. It's week 10. We're here to preview all the games. We're going to break it down and have a lot of fun doing it. We'll be right back right after this intro. Spin it.
No, I got you on this one, Coach. It ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The fanatic. But we keep it 100. We keep it real. That's the only way we know how to be. Talking that sports talk. You know what I'm saying? Straight out of South Carolina. Upstate. A64. Yeah. The FANATTIC. The fanatic where we keep it OG. We talking sports, so I call what I see.
Welcome in another Wednesday night, here to do the Week 10 previews. You already know Wednesday, we got our guest on, SEC Mo. What's going on tonight, Mo? Oh, I think you muted.
Let me fix that. What's going on, Stat Guy? How you feeling tonight, man?
Hey, man, look, Saturday was a rough day for my Gamecocks, but look, we here, we at them.
Too. It was rough for my Hogs too, man. I get it.
Well, we get another chance this weekend. That's the great thing about college football, even though we getting down to the nitty-gritty of it this year.
Yep. That's for sure.
Look, normally I like to kind of just go in order by time slot, but I think we're gonna jump around a little bit this week. We're just gonna jump and kick things off with the worst game of the weekend. Any guesses what that might be?
Let me take a look. Let me take a look at the schedule. Kentucky Auburn.
You know it. So we're gonna kick this off with Kentucky Auburn, by far the worst game on the slate this weekend. Just give me like your initial thoughts when you see this game going up against the rest of the slate of the SEC, especially a night game at that. You even gonna catch any of this?
Man, I'm probably not. This is gonna be an ugly game, man. I mean, I know Auburn just came off of a fourth quarter onslaught victory over Arkansas. I just don't see it. I just don't see it being an entertaining game. I mean, it's ugly against ugly. I mean, the better of two evils, to say the least, man. I mean, you got a struggling Kentucky team with both of these coaches are on the hot seat, bro. This is gonna be an overall ugly game, man. I mean, Mark Stoops is on his way out. Everybody's trying to get rid of Hugh Freeze. This Auburn offense is just terrible. Their defense is okay. Their defensive line is decent, but offensively, they are terrible, man. I mean, I'm probably not even going to be watching this game, bro.
No, I mean,
I'm going to be honest.
It's what I believe it's the 7:30, maybe I believe it'll kick off around 7:45, but I believe it's the nightcap on the SEC network. And by far the worst of the three games in that time slot. And I don't even think it's close as far as being the worst game of the entire SEC slate this weekend.
Right.
You got a Kentucky team looking to see if they can finally get an SEC win. But they've looked like the worst team in the conference all year.
Yeah.
And then you got an Auburn team that's on the ropes right now. The fan base is fed up with Hugh Freeze.
Yeah.
Maybe they should have made a quarterback change earlier in the year. I think you said it perfect. This is bad on bad.
It is, man. I mean, when you think about that take you just had as far as them being able to switch the quarterbacks earlier in the season, I mean, that probably would have been a better option. Jackson Arnold he hasn't been good all season. But I mean, let me take a look at this. I wish I could look at the roster.
Well, the other guys, the transfer they got from Stanford.
Yeah.
But then they have the 5-star Deuce Knight sitting on. I mean, I know he's redshirting, and you probably want him to redshirt and develop and practice everything, but I don't know. Maybe, obviously, at this point, you don't. You maybe wait another week. You make sure you get to. Well, I think there's only 4 games left anyway, so he'd be fine. But I think week 1, week 2, when you saw Jackson wasn't it. Yeah. You maybe should have thought about turning things over to. We're going to be bad anyway. At least be bad with the true freshmen,
right?
And get ready for the future. But
I agree with that. Man. I mean, whenever they switch the quarterbacks over in that Arkansas game, I mean, you saw an immediate difference. I mean, it wasn't great, but I mean, they got some things going offensively. But truth be told, man, I mean, they didn't win that game. Arkansas gave them that game. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, I feel like whoever loses this game is going to get fired regardless. You know what I'm saying? But even still, whoever wins this game is going to probably get fired. You know what I mean? It's just probably going to be a couple weeks after. So
and
at this point,
I was going to say one thing to keep in mind for Kentucky is while the team's gotten up for big games, they played Georgia not as well as they have in years past. I know it was at Georgia this year, and that's probably why, but they took Texas to overtime. But then for the second year in a row, they quit against South Carolina. And so it makes me wonder, Auburn's not a good team. Do they quit against Auburn, get blown out? And this is the week we see them. I don't think Stoops gets fired during the season. I think it always happens in the offseason. I think you're right. I think he's playing with dead money and they're buying their time waiting for the season to be over.
Yeah, man. I mean, everybody's waiting on this ball to drop, man. I mean, right now, I would even say other than Auburn, Arkansas is a better job than both of those. I mean, than Kentucky for sure. Kentucky's a basketball school, man. I don't know that they'll ever have what they really need to compete in the SEC, but at least Arkansas is trying. But Auburn is definitely a better job because they've been relevant in the past 15 years. They have a national championship. You know what I'm saying? In the past 15, 20 years. So, I mean, I would say that Auburn's a better job, but either way, this is going to be an ugly game.
And so the only reason I would disagree with you is because of the Auburn fan base. They want to be Alabama so bad that it's going to be another Hugh Freeze situation. You're going to have 2 or 3 years to get in the playoffs, and their roster's just not there.
Right.
And so they're not going to make the playoffs, and then they're going to be ready to kick somebody else out the door where, like you said, Kentucky being a basketball school, as long as the coach, they're competitive, the games are close, they're winning 7, 8 games sometimes, man, they'll let them hang around forever.
Who was that coach that was who was the coach before Hugh Freeze? He was only there for like 2 years.
Brian Harkins. He came from Boise. And
what was his name? Brian Harsin?
Harskin.
Was it Hart? I think it's Brian Harsin.
Harsin, maybe that's it. I thought it had a K in there, but it might be Harsin. Yeah.
He did come from Boise.
He came from Boise, but was only there. But they were ready to get rid of him right after they hired. Like the fan base didn't want it.
Yeah.
And so luckily then some stuff came out, whether they made it up or whatever. But Auburn is one of those weird jobs that they view themselves in the Bama, Georgia, Oklahoma, Florida, that kind of program limelight, and that's just not who they are.
He's actually the offensive coordinator at Cal now.
Yeah. What so looking at this game, looking at some coaches that are potentially on the hot seat or maybe have even already been handed pink slips, they're just finishing out the season. Do you think that Mark Stoops looks for another head coaching job, or do you think he takes a pay cut and goes to a premier program as a DC?
I think the latter. I don't think that he's going to be looking for a head coaching job anytime soon, man. I mean, you've been at Kentucky for the past 20 years, it feels like.
I think he's the longest tenured coach in the SEC.
Yeah. So, I mean, at this point, man, they ought to build that man a statue because I'm quite sure he's the winningest head coach in Kentucky football history. I would think. I mean, he's done some great things while he was at Kentucky, but I just don't necessarily know how hot his name would be in the coaching searches. I mean, in the coaching carousel right now, especially when you got names like James Franklin, John Sumrall, Rhett Lashley, all these other names popping up for bigger jobs. Like LSU is open. I can't see LSU hiring Mark Stoops. I can't see Auburn hiring Mark Stoops. You know what I mean?
The one job that piques my interest for him would be Vatek.
But there's a lot of smoke around a deal with James Franklin being done for that Virginia Tech job right now.
Yeah, I have been. I would be shocked if I'd be shocked. I don't think that's a bad look. I think
Bro,
James Franklin in the ACC.
My thing is this: like,
good.
if you're wanting to win championships, you think you're going to be able to get it done at Virginia Tech?
In the ACC, yeah, you're going to get a chance. You're going to get a chance. And then he's a good enough recruiter. The DMV has the talent. He can lock that, kind of keep Georgia, South Carolina eats out of the DMV every year. So
that is crazy.
You push South Carolina and Georgia out of that area, you got some guys. Our best player on defense is a linebacker, and I don't know if we've told you this, but he's a true sophomore. So in that class, the top 3 players from the state of Virginia were 3 linebackers. 2 of them went to Georgia. 1 of them went to South Carolina. And me and Coach I talk all the time. If a Frank Beamer or somebody with that kind of personality was still at Va Tech, those guys don't leave Virginia. And instead, your 3 best players from the state who have made great impacts in the SEC at linebacker would be killing it in the ACC right now.
Right.
But
I mean,
I could see Stoops is a lunch pail, hard hat kind of guy. Yeah. And I think they're trying to get back to the Frank Beamer era. And we could see that being a fit, but there has been a lot of smoke recently with what's been going on with the James Franklin situation.
Man, they're saying the deal is done. Like I mean, I've been trying to keep up with it, but they're saying that the deal is pretty much done. It says Hokies hired. Yeah. Jerry Ratcliffe. I'm looking at it right here. Jerry Ratcliffe. Okay. Well, nope. It looks like it was taken down. It looks like it was taken down. It says covering Virginia Tech athletics since the beginning of time. It looks like he just took it down because he just posted it. If you look at this, let me share my screen, bro.
All right.
I want to show it to you. Share screen. Allow. Boom. Can you see that?
Yeah, I got you.
Here it is right here. It says, Hokies hired James Franklin. Will Poindexter Hagens follow? Now, when I click on it,
it's gone.
It's not there anymore. Yeah, it's not there anymore. So he's the only person who's reported that 31 minutes ago. So apparently he had to retract that. You know what I'm saying?
His source probably called and was like, yo, we weren't ready for that yet. Like
I was trying to give you a heads up. Or he's going somewhere else. You know what I mean?
Or you know what? A lot of times, hey, James Franklin's agent releases that to him. Hey, go ahead and put this out. He's signing for XYZ, trying to get Florida or LSU or whoever to jump. But I'll be honest, I don't think James Franklin's right for the Florida or LSU job.
I don't either. I think the expectations are high because I feel like Penn State is equivalent, like the expectation level at Penn State is equivalent to LSU in Florida. You know what I mean? So if you're not winning those big games that fans really, really care about, it's not going to work out, man. They're going to be looking for another coach soon. You know what I mean? So I agree. I feel like James Franklin would be better suited at a place that doesn't have high expectations, that he could be comfortable winning 9-10 games every year. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And that's why I said I think a Va Tech or Kentucky would be a better fit for him, but who knows? Bruce, we see you in the comments, man. Appreciate you getting in with us.
Bruce Taylor, what's going on, Bruce Taylor?
So next up on the docket, going to the high noon slate, we got Vandy traveling to Texas. What's your thoughts on that?
That's going to be a good game. That's going to be a really good game. And you know, with Texas looking the way they are right now, bro, I would not be surprised if Vanderbilt wins this game. I mean, and I'm assuming that Vanderbilt is the favorite in this game, right? The spread is plus 2.5. No, so Texas is the favorite. They're a 2.5 point favorite. So
but being at home, you get 3. So basically, they're saying it's a pick 'em.
Yep. So I mean, bro, I'll be honest. Texas is on a 3-game winning streak right now. They almost lost to Mississippi State last week. And I definitely feel like Vanderbilt is a better team than Mississippi State is. Man, I think Vanderbilt might be able to pull the upset, bro.
I do too.
They just beat Missouri.
Right. Texas is going to have to. It's going to either take a punt return. What Nibbett's got 2 or 3 in the last couple weeks. Like he's been like a madman. They're going to need either a punt return or. And see, here's the problem. As wild as Pavia is with the ball, he takes care. He doesn't turn the ball over.
Right.
And so Texas needs their offense is kind of anemic. And so if they can't get also with the offense Vandy runs, it's weird. They do no huddle, but then they do a lot of window dressing.
Right.
Bunch of guys in motion. One thing they do, they have a strong tackle and a strong guard and a quick tackle, quick guard. And so they'll get to the line and their guards and tackles will swap places after they line up.
Okay.
And so Vandy's going to line up with 40 seconds on the play clock, but they ain't hiking that thing until it gets under 15. And so
they're chewing clock.
They're chewing clock. And so something to kind of look for. I know the tackle is number 55. Whatever side he's on, if it's a running play, it's going behind him.
Right.
And if it's a passing play, it goes opposite him to the quicker guys. That's kind of how they run their offense. But everything is like right around the line of scrimmage. They don't take a lot of shots. They get the ball out quick. So maybe Texas can be the team to break it and turn Pavia over a couple times. But he just takes such good care of the ball.
Texas' defense is strong enough to do that. The issue is that I don't know that they'll be able to get a lot of rest because of Eli Manning. You know what I'm saying? Not Eli Manning, but Arch. But Arch, because of Arch Manning. I feel like their defense is going to be on the field a lot. And I feel like if Clark Lee if he feels like they can get firm control of this game, like you said, I feel like they're going to be chewing clock, man. I feel like they're going to be wearing that defense down. I feel like they're going to be driving the ball down Texas's throat. And they don't want to give – they probably won't give the opportunity to Arch Manning to even make a statement in this game.
Right, and that's what they do regardless if they have the lead. And so, like, if Texas has a couple – what Texas can't do is go 3 and out. Because you go 3 and out because Vandy doesn't have a whole lot of 4 plays, 70-yard, they hit you for 50 somewhere. Like, Vandy's going 12, 13 plays, 8, 9, 10 minutes. And so – because of that, like you said, that defense is going to get worn out to where even if it's a game in the fourth quarter, they might not be able to get off the field.
I agree with that, man. So I think based on that, I think that Vanderbilt has the opportunity to upset Texas in Austin, man. I really do.
Could we be looking at a Vandy playoff team?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Clark Lee has put in the work. He got the right quarterback for his system. It's like he caught lightning in a bottle with Pavia, man. I'm not sitting here saying that Pavia is going to be a great NFL quarterback for what he's doing at Vanderbilt. He's almost like a Hispanic Johnny Manziel, man.
Right, and no, Pavia is 100% a system college quarterback.
Yes,
and man, hats off and mad respect to Tim Beck.
Yeah,
Tim Beck was the guy at New Mexico State. He brought Pavia with him when he took the OC job. And I'm not a huge fan of the offense. I don't. You kind of gotta catch lightning in a bottle, but it works for them. And all that misdirection, everything, like it works. And so they definitely have something special. One thing that's been the key this year for them is we haven't seen it be the Pavia show.
Right.
And maybe this is the week that he has that game where you're like, man, Pavia won them the game this week. It just hasn't been. The defense has been solid. The offensive line has held up and been good enough. And then the playmakers have been making plays.
Yep. And I mean, I would say that Pavia makes the players around him better. Definitely. It takes a really special quarterback to be able to do that. That's why you see all of these players on Vanderbilt's roster playing above their grade level. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure these guys aren't 4 or 5 stars coming out of high school or coming out of the transfer portal. That they're just they just believe in their system. They believe in their coach, and even better, they believe in their quarterback, man. So I think Vanderbilt is going to upset Texas this weekend.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you. I think I like that. Well, moving on, we're gonna save some games in case some certain people hop in with us. So moving on, we're gonna go on down to Oxford. My Gamecocks are heading to Ole Miss, 7:00 kickoff. Man, first, what did you think of Lane Kiffin's post game when they told him that Brent Venables said they had the better team?
That is the Lane Kiffin. That was the most Lane Kiffin response. You know what I'm saying? Like, I won't necessarily say it was wrong. I'll just say that it wasn't the most professional. You know what I'm saying? Like that was like an uppercut to the gut. Like, you just want to be a butthole. You know, he probably just doesn't like Brent Venables, and it came out in that post game. You know what I'm saying?
Right. The one thing I will say in defense of it was at no point watching that game did I agree with Brent Venables that they had the better team. And to kind of, I was talking to Coach about it. And so for me, if Shane Beamer would have come out and said we had the better team Saturday against Bama, we did. We just didn't beat them where it mattered on the scoreboard.
Right.
But we had the better team on the football field. The problem is we didn't make up the difference for how good the teams are. And so we weren't good. We weren't that much better than them to make up the gap. And so, but man, he went to the history books about all the times he hung the points on BV. And so
he did.
Look, man, heading into this year,
bad blood there, man.
Yeah, heading into this year, this was a game that I had circled that I didn't know how South Carolina could win. And now we are here in week 10, and I don't know how South Carolina keeps this game close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all had Alabama on the ropes last week, man. Y'all had Alabama on the ropes. I thought that y'all were about to pull off the upset. I mean, but at least y'all covered the spread. You know, you know what I mean?
But that, so you look, you're up 8 with 6 minutes. Bama had one long drive on us all game. We had been 3 and out. We give up the long touchdown drive. And then you go halfback dive up the middle for a yard on first down. And then on second down, you go quarterback draw and he gets ripped. Even if he doesn't get ripped there, it's still 3rd and 6.
Right.
With like 1:50 to go and you're on your own 30. And that's been my point all year of like, Mike Shula cannot be in Cola next year. That's such a horrible, I don't mind running Sellers. Get him outside.
Yeah.
Why are we our O-line hasn't been getting pushed. They haven't been making holes to where it's him versus the second level. People are getting hands on him in the backfield with these type of plays. Get him outside and see if he can make something happen if that's what you want to do.
Right.
But I personally, I would have loved to have seen a shot play on first down and try to catch them, make them think that we're just going to drive and look for the field goal.
Yeah.
Personally, I would have loved to have seen a shot to Harbor. It already worked once earlier in the game. See if you catch him napping. But man, that was a brutal way to lose a football game.
It definitely was.
Giving up the free touchdown. I get that sometimes statistics tell you to do certain things, but you got to know who your own team is. And we weren't scoring a touchdown after giving that up. We just weren't.
I agree.
And so you were Shane Beamer. You're known for Beamer ball. You try to hold him to the field goal and see if you can block one. We lead since Shane Beamer's been at South Carolina, we lead the SEC in block punts and field goals. So why would you not try to play into that?
Right.
It's also a kicker that had never attempted a game winner. Maybe he just shanks it. We have seen college kickers do that before, even from in close. And so I just felt like giving up the free touchdown was a horrendous. I mean, the whole thing, as good as we were on the field, there were some head-scratching coaching decisions to end that game that absolutely bit us.
Man, so how do you feel about y'all's chances again? I mean, Do you think y'all will even have a chance in this Ole Miss game? A chance?
So our defense played lights out.
Mm-hmm.
Played lights out. Probably the best our defense has played all year. And so Ole Miss doesn't have a crazy good running attack. They rely on their quarterback running the ball and their passing game.
Right.
Which suits us. It really suits us. But it's also Lane Kiffin, and I don't trust the defense to be able to stop. Like, Lane Kiffin's probably one of the smartest offensive minds in college football.
He's got to be, bro. He's got to be. He not only that, bro, he finds all the pieces that make his offense go every single year.
Right.
Like,
so
it's crazy.
It wouldn't surprise me to see them come out and it looked just like the OU game. They haven't they haven't tried to establish a run all year, and they come out and run it down our throat because we can't stop the run. Yeah. I would not be shocked one bit if that's what Ole Miss does to us.
I wouldn't either, because they have the running backs to do it.
Right. Then on the other side of things, you look at our offense going against their defense. Their defense can get got, but I don't trust our play calling. I don't trust Shula. And there hasn't been, not since the opening drive against Vatek, have we seen Lenore's put on the Superman cape and say, I'm the best player on the field. And that's what hurts. Our season started with a four play, maybe 5 play, 75-yard touchdown drive. He completed 2 passes, ran the ball twice, and our running back ran it once. And it was capped off with like a 19-yard rushing touchdown where he put his shoulder in the safety's chest and trucked him into the end zone. And it's like, I remember watching that drive and thinking, okay, what we needed this year was the offense to go out and give us 40 a game. And this offense looks unstoppable. And we haven't seen it since. Yeah. And so I don't think this is the week that we put it all together. Yeah. I just don't. It hurts me, but I'm hoping we can cover. I think the spread's 13.5 for this game.
It is. I think it's 12.5 right now.
12.5 now. So
yeah. It's 12.5.
Ole Miss by 2 touchdowns at home. That just seems safe.
It does.
It just seems, especially too. Lane Kiffin goes for it just as much as Beamer does on 4th down. Lane Kiffin don't like he chases points, and
he goes for it a lot.
And so we look at that and be like, okay, well, maybe a possession that we should have given up 3, we can get off the field. Yeah. But for every one of those, we're going to give up a touchdown instead of where we should have held them to 3. And I think it balances out by the end of the game. Yeah. If we were to win this game, we would need to hold Ole Miss to like 21, 24, somewhere in that range.
That ain't going to happen. Nobody's done that all season.
Right. And so I just don't like it. But that's my take for South Carolina to win this game. I think we would need to win 24-21 or 27-24, somewhere in there.
Washington State held them to 24. And right, LSU held them to 24.
But that was in the Washington State game was in the middle of the SEC slate. Washington State's not good. Like, they slept walk all through that game. And I think they played Georgia right after that.
They did.
Yeah.
And they lost to Georgia.
That was a trap waiting to happen. But
yep.
And see, now their back is against the wall after that Georgia loss. They need to win out so they can go to the playoffs, which is what
I mean, based on their schedule, it was front loaded. When you look at it, they won a close game to Kentucky. They won a close game versus Arkansas. They won a close game versus LSU. Won a close game. They're battle tested. If anything, bro, you know what I mean? Like, they know how to squeak out the close games. Yeah.
Yeah, they know how to win football games. And end of the day, they know how to win football games, and we don't know how to win football games right now. And it showed Saturday against Bama. We don't know how to finish somebody.
Yep. That is a recipe for disaster.
So next up on the docket, we head into Rocky Top under the lights. We know Neyland is going to have about 101,000 packed in there, and they are going to be crying Rocky Top with the top of their lungs.
It's going to be a lot of people. That's going to be a good game, man. Oklahoma's reeling after that loss to Ole Miss. Tennessee is coming off of the victory against Kentucky, and it's time to put up or shut up, man. I mean, is Tennessee gonna make it to a playoff this year? The only losses they have are to Alabama and Georgia. You know what I mean? What I mean?
What's your So I believe that this game will really come down to OU's defense versus Tennessee's offense.
Mm-hmm.
I believe OU probably gets around 21-24, somewhere in that ballpark. Yep. Maybe it might be 17-24 is probably the safer range. Is that enough points to win at Tennessee?
No. This Tennessee offense is too potent, man. I mean, they have way too many weapons. They love to run the ball, and they pass the ball off their running game. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I know that walk-on running back, man. What was his name? Bishop. He's a dog, bro. You know what I mean? I just don't know that. I mean, it's gonna be a great matchup. It's gonna be a great offense versus a great defense. I just think that Tennessee's defense is good enough to hold Oklahoma's offense. You know what I mean? So I think that Tennessee's defense can steal a couple of possessions from Oklahoma, but I don't necessarily know if Tennessee's offense is going to be slowed down to that same clip by the Oklahoma defense, if that makes sense.
That's why I feel like Oklahoma gets somewhere between 17 and 24 against Tennessee's defense.
Yeah.
And I just don't know if they can, especially not if it's 17.
No.
If it's 17, they're definitely losing. If it's 24, I still think they're losing. Yeah. Probably the thing that I'm most interested to see, something that Joey Aguilar is shown to do all season long, even against the Bamas and Georgias of the world, is he will stand in the face of pressure and rip the ball down the field.
Yes, he will.
We know that BV loves to bring blitzes. That secondary, while it looked a little bit better against Ole Miss last week, has had a tendency to get got or give up the PI.
Mm-hmm.
And so if Aguilar is willing to step up in the pocket and stare down the gun of the barrel of the blitz and let it rip, man, with the wide receivers he has, the freshman
Oklahoma's defense is gonna have a long game.
Right. That's what he has real weapons out there. But like you said, they run the ball very, very well to open up their passing game and to keep people honest and keep you from just sitting back 6 or 7 in the secondary. Not like that's BV style anyway, but this is a very intriguing matchup, I'll say, to how BV plays defense versus the spread you out, get it out offense of Tennessee.
Yeah. We'll see how it goes, man. Who are you taking? Well, I guess we can do that at the end.
Yeah, we can wait then. Like I said, I do think that it's I just don't know if OU can score enough again, because I think Tennessee's defense is good enough.
Yep.
Versus the offense that we've seen from OU recently.
Yep.
That they're just going to hold them into a range of points that OU's not going to be able to get Tennessee down into that same range.
I agree. And Tennessee is a 3-point favorite, like you said, because they're at home. It's a pick 'em. You know what I mean? So we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
So moving on, we'll head on down to Fayetteville. We got Mississippi State heading to Arkansas. Is this the week Mississippi State finally wins an SEC football game?
Oh, yep. Yep, it is. I have zero faith in this team. I have zero faith in this Arkansas team, man. I mean, for you to yank defeat out of the jaws of victory like the way they did, I mean, they just ripped defeat right out of the mouth of victory, bro, in this game. I mean, how do you throw 3 interceptions and fumble the ball in the fourth quarter, bro? And all in the fourth quarter, bro. 3 not 1. Not 2, but 3 interceptions, and then one of our receivers fumbled the ball.
And what you hate, y'all, the fourth quarter and turnovers has killed y'all this year. Because there's been 2 other games earlier this year that y'all let get away because of a late turnover, where you were on the game-winning drive.
Memphis, Ole Miss, and turnovers killed us at Tennessee.
Right. So it's like, man, like y'all could have 3 more wins and Sam Pittman could still have a job right now.
Yeah, you would
Like,
think so. Yeah, you would think so. Shoot.
So I just that was brutal.
It was, man. And I mean, Mississippi State is not a bad football team, bro. They're just not. I mean, their schedule, I mean, their record might not say that they're a world beater. I mean, they've lost 4 straight games because they've all been in the SEC, but they played Tennessee. They played an undefeated Texas A&M. They lost to Florida, which, you know what I mean? They still got Billy Napier fired.
Well,
and then they lost to Texas.
And in all fairness, they shouldn't have lost to Florida. They should have.
Correct.
Why he called that timeout? That was so dumb. You line up, you take a knee, you call your last timeout, you kick the game-winning field goal.
Yep.
You have one of the best field goal kickers in the SEC, especially from distance. Why are you trying to throw a little dump off route with no timeouts to get an extra 3 or 4 yards?
Yeah.
And then have to run the fire drill. Like, that was just so dumb. They deserve to lose that game because of that play call. But the win should have come against Florida. I will say that Taylor Green will be the best player on the field.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt about that. Taylor Green has all of the tools and physical capabilities to be the best quarterback in the country. The issue is that he doesn't have it between the ears. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you think about players like Diego Pavia, when you think about Joe Perbula? When you think about Joey Aguilar, when you think about all of the elite, Ty Simpson, hell, even Lenora Sellers, bro, when you think about all of the elite quarterbacks that are in the SEC, Taylor Green leads all of them statistically. The issue is that he does not have the clutch gene and he cannot close. He doesn't know how to win games. He just doesn't. He got benched at Boise before he got to Arkansas because he was turning the ball over. He just doesn't have it. He doesn't have it. He has something. He just doesn't have it. So I have zero faith in this team that they're going to beat Mississippi State.
Shotty,
shout out to Shotty, man.
Yeah, appreciate you getting in, Shotty. Hey, hang with us, Shotty. We got your boys on deck. But yeah, I just, man, when you look at you talking about 4 games that aren't even like, oh, what ifs, but like you could make a real case that there's 4 games that you've taken an L in that you shot yourself in the foot to cause the loss. And it's like, man, what could have been with this team in this season? And it does kind of feel. Now, the one thing I will say is we know for the most part that old buddy will put points on the scoreboard. Yeah. And so maybe y'all can just outscore him.
I don't know, man.
Mississippi State's going to give up points.
Yeah, but so is our defense. You know what I mean? Like, look at what we did versus Auburn, bro. And our defense played tough against Auburn. The issue is that we turned the ball over 4 times in the fourth quarter.
Like, is Omega Blake still y'all's leading receiver?
Yes, he is.
I'm so glad
that's not gonna change.
I'm so glad that he had a good year.
Yeah, right now Omega Blake is the guy.
We loved him coming out of high school. We were glad he stayed home, and then he just could never make anything. So you always like for those hometown guys when they go elsewhere to put it together. So I'm so glad that he's been able to do that.
Yeah, he's doing a really good job at Arkansas, man. I mean, considering what we've got going on at Arkansas, he's doing a really good job, man. For sure.
Well, Beto, we'll leave it with that. We don't want to dive in too crazy and jump on the predictions. We got 1 game left, and it is the world's largest outdoor cocktail party. Taking a trip down to Jacksonville. And I believe this is the last year it's in Jacksonville for a couple years. I believe they're going to go with Tampa and Atlanta for the next 2 as they do some renovations. Mm-hmm. But going to be down in Jacksonville. This is a weekend long. Man, I'm sure they are already tailgating and partying out there.
That's where Coach I is right now, right?
No.
I'm just joking.
But nah, they be getting it in. I do know that like Thursday and Friday leading up to the game, they do some really cool stuff down there.
Yeah.
This should definitely be for all you football lovers out there. Definitely throw this on your bucket list if you haven't been. This is a world-class rivalry with two teams that absolutely hate each other.
Yeah.
And it will show on the field on Saturday. It doesn't matter who's good, who's not good, whose coach just got fired. But what's your initial thoughts heading into it?
It's gonna be a beatdown, man. I don't even think this game is gonna be close, to be honest, man. I feel like Georgia's on a 3-game winning streak, man. I mean, the only loss they have is to Alabama, which surprises me. I definitely thought that they were gonna win that game, but man, I don't see Florida having a chance in this game. I mean, but the thing is, they only have Georgia as a 7-point favorite. What changes what changes has Florida made? You know what I mean?
But that's just this game. Like I know a couple years ago, I think Georgia beat them like 41-7 down there. But for the like now back in the day, Florida used to, like, especially when Spurrier was there, Florida used to go belt to ass.
Right.
But it's the game's hard nosed.
What did Shawty say? He
If
said, "Pimp, you
don't have a school on Thursday that week, we cancel classes." Yeah, so they like you want to talk about football meaning a thing or two.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
I'd like to see us run the ball and let Gunner continue to cook. Yeah, I mean that the running game for Georgia has definitely been the strong point, and Gunner's been for no matter what people. I know there was controversy heading into the year. People were mad that Carson left. People were wondering about some of the other higher prospects sitting behind Gunner. I felt like Gunner's done everything y'all could have wanted for, and then some.
Yeah.
With what your thoughts were heading into the year, I think he's been great for the Dogs. My question is, Florida has the change under the headset. Heading into the bye week. Now you're out of the bye week, so you had 2 weeks to prepare. Are we going to see a different Florida? Are we going to see different things on offense? Are we going to see a different concept on defense? I think the big problem is I don't trust – I know to Georgia standards, their defense, at least on the yardage side, their points per game isn't horrible, but at least they get moved on a good bit. I just don't trust DJ to get points for Florida.
Right.
And I do trust Gunner to get points against Florida.
Absolutely, man. Not only that, you know that this Georgia defense is gonna be ready for whatever Florida has coming at them. And I mean, that's gonna be the biggest uphill climb for Florida, in my opinion. Like you said, I just don't know that DJ will have enough firepower to get past that Georgia defense, man. And
Bruce saying that the Dogs are putting it together at the right time. He thinks the Gators are getting mauled. Hey, man, nothing better than some Gator boots. Maybe some Gator steaks on a Saturday night.
Man, I wouldn't mind some fried Gator.
I do love that even though it's no longer on CBS, I do love that this game still got the 3:30 ESPN time slot. Don't mess with tradition. Leave things where they belong. Georgia, Florida just belongs at 3:30. It just feels right. It don't really matter what's going on. Well, look, man, let's jump in to these predictions.
Let's get it.
We'll just start with the time slots. So at 12 o'clock, we had Vandy traveling to Texas, and you said Texas by 2.5, correct?
Yes. Texas is a 2.5 favorite in this game.
So I believe that I'm going to take Vandy, and I like Vandy in like the 27-24, somewhere in that 27-21 type of game. But I think Vandy pulls it out.
Yeah, I think Vanderbilt is going to cover the spread. I mean, I think I'm going to take Vandy like outright.
Yeah, I like Vandy to beat them. I don't need the 2.5. And honestly, even if Vandy was given the 2.5, I'm still probably taking Vandy.
Yeah, I'm taking Vandy.
Cover the 2.5.
For sure.
That Texas offense has been just gross. It's just
it's not good, man. And it starts with Arch Manning.
Right. So moving on, we go to 3:30. We got them Dogs and Florida. What's the spread on that?
Ooh, spread is 7. It's opened at 7.5, and now it's at 7.
I think Florida's bad. And you know what?
Yeah.
I will say, pat myself on the back. I called since before the season started. I'd circled Mississippi State as Billy Napier's last game as the head coach of Florida. So in honor of me calling that,
you called it.
I'm gonna put it out there. Put some good juju in the air for Shoddy, Coach I, Bruce, the rest of the dogs. Give me Georgia running away. I'm taking the Dogs 42-13 in a butt whooping.
Oh man, I think I'm gonna follow suit with that, man. I think that Georgia's gonna be. I think they're gonna score more than 14 points. I think they're gonna beat Florida by more than 14 points this year, man. I'll take Georgia 35-21.
I like it. And Shawty getting in saying he's taking Texas plus Arm. I'm guessing it's Arch might not play and they will be better. I definitely think they'll be better if he doesn't play. I think the Pavia magic is for real.
I do too.
So next up is going to be your boys. We got Mississippi State at Arkansas. That's the other 3:30 game. That might be 3:45. I think y'all SEC Network. But
yeah,
what's the spread on that?
Spread is 4.5. Actually, Arkansas is a 4.5 favorite. Wow. Wowzers.
I'll lead off since those are your boys. I've been rough on y'all this year, SEC.
So I've been rough on them too. You should.
But you know what you don't do? You don't lose to the team and to the coach that hasn't won the SEC football game.
Yep.
Give me Arkansas to cover. I'm taking y'all to win this game 38-34.
Oh, you're gonna be so.
I gotta give y'all. So 38-31. So y'all cover the 4.5.
You are gonna be so disappointed when they lose, bro. I'm telling you, this team does not know how to. Losing is the new winning to them. Finding new ways to lose gets Arkansas football excited.
But who better to find the win against than the team that doesn't know how to win in the SEC, period?
Man.
Let me twist your arm into it.
Oh, no. I'm not. No, I'm not. I am not. No. I won't do it. Every time I have expectations or hope for this team, they always fail. So right now, I'm apathetic. I have no hope or expectation for this football team for the rest of the season. I'm picking Arkansas to lose. We're gonna score. I'll say we'll score 28 points. I think we're gonna lose 31-28. We're gonna lose by at least a touchdown or a field goal. At least.
So next up, we gonna go to brutal. Next up, let's go ahead and get the trash out the way. Kentucky Auburn.
Oh man, the battle of the uglies. Ooh.
What's the spread?
10. It was opened at 10. Now it's 10.5. Yep, for Auburn. Yep.
I'll keep it quick because this game ain't. It's just gonna be nasty.
It is.
Give me the Kentucky to cover. Actually, I would really like to see Kentucky win this football game. So I'll take that. Give me Kentucky to win this football game 24-23.
I'll take that. I'll jump on that bandwagon. I'll take Kentucky to win this game too, to put Hugh Freeze out of his misery because Mark Stoops is gone at the end of the season anyway too. I'll take Kentucky to win this game, man. Kentucky's definitely going to win outright. I mean, I'm taking Kentucky outright.
But I think it's going to be something weird. I mean, it's for Kentucky.
Let's say 14-10.
Sounds great. Sign me up. I'm still sticking 24-23. You got 14-10. Sign me up. Next we'll jump over to my boys. You got South Carolina at Ole Miss, 12.5 spread. I will kick it off and let you know. If you want the full breakdown of this game as well as my projection, Tune in tomorrow night. The Stat Line with Jeff the Stat Guy. I have a special guest, a former South Carolina player, team captain from the late 90s, and it will be a banger. And I will leave you with this tidbit. I am picking the Gamecocks to cover.
Oh, wow. Ooh. Man, I don't know, man. I don't think they're going to cover, man. I think that they're going to get outscored. I think Ole Miss might put up 21 on y'all, man.
Woo.
I think y'all might lose by 21 or more.
Not 2 years in a row.
Yeah, I think this one might get ugly, bro.
If though, give me a ballpark score. What you thinking score wise? I will let you know they beat us 24-3, 27-3 last year.
I'll say 42-21.
Bro, there ain't no way we scoring 3 touchdowns. Get out of here.
Well, 42-14.
Sounds thinking we're scoring 3 touchdowns in a game. You wild. Though we did do it last week against Bama. That's just not who we are.
I just see based on what happened and how he felt about that OU game, after the OU game, what he said, I feel like he's gonna definitely try to prove a point and prove who the best team on the field is. That's just who Lane Kiffin is, bro. He's petty.
He
tries to run up the score on everybody.
And not for naught, but he is looking for a massive payday right now.
Yeah. Yep. He knows all these other schools are coming. He knows all these other schools are coming after him.
So final game of the weekend, we got the big one at night. OU traveling to Knoxville under the lights, 101,000. What is the spread? What's Tennessee favored by?
3.5. They are favored by 3.5 right now.
You want to kick us off for this one?
Man, I think that they're at home. Tennessee is at home. I feel like Oklahoma's offense, it's pedestrian. I mean, it's better than average, but I feel like Tennessee's defense is still going to be able to sustain solid stops. You know what I mean? I feel like Tennessee is going to be able to do more against that Oklahoma defense than Oklahoma's. Hold on, let me get this right. I feel like not Diego Pavia, but Joey Aguilar is going to be able to do more against the OU defense than OU's offense will be able to do against Tennessee's defense. Therefore, I feel like Tennessee is definitely going to cover the spread. Of course, they have to. The only way they'll not cover the spread is if they win by a safety or something like that. But I'm taking Tennessee in this game. I think it's going to be at least a 7-point victory for Tennessee.
I got you. Look, I said heading into the South Carolina game for OU, it was a must win, that there wasn't another win left on their schedule after the game. And so I have to keep riding with that. And I do. I think that this game is like a 31-17, 31-20 type deal for Tennessee. And even
I see that.
Even like a 31-20, but it's not close type deal. Like maybe a fourth quarter field goal for you. I just think that Tennessee has kind of controlled this game start to finish and win comfortably. So give me 31-17, the 2 touchdowns.
I like that. I like that take.
Comfortably winning under the lights.
I like that. I like that take, man. So you're taking Tennessee too?
Yeah, I'm taking Tennessee to cover.
Easy, man. You see what Shawty said, talking about please let Taylor Green come to Georgia? Yeah, y'all can have him. Y'all can have him. As dynamic as he is.
I think he's going to test the draft waters.
Bro, he's not getting drafted, man. I mean, if he does, you know what? I take that back. He might get drafted.
This is the year for him to test it.
Yeah, he might get drafted. He might get drafted.
Well, look, man, let the people at home know what you got going on. I know you be cooking it up. Let the people know what you got going on.
Man, I will be jumping on right at probably in the next 30 minutes, man. I'll be on at 8:30 Central Standard Time. That'll be 9:30 Eastern. Yeah, man, I'm gonna be jumping on the Hog Wild podcast. We're gonna be talking about this basketball team tonight, man. This Arkansas basketball team looks solid. We've beat 2 competitive basketball teams in Cincinnati and Memphis, and the big question on the table tonight is, what if Arkansas wins a national championship, man? Is this Arkansas team a national championship contender? And we're going to be talking about it tonight on the Hog Wild podcast, man. And man, we just broke some records this past Monday, bro, for our watch party of the Memphis game. Man, we had over 350 new subscribers, man. We had about 500 likes on the video, man. We had close to 700 people watching, man. It was a great night, man. So, man, the Hog Wild podcast is growing, man. I'm excited about it, and let's take it to the next level, man. Come holler at the Hog Wild podcast, man. 8:30 Central Standard Time.
Dope. So you already know tomorrow night, same bat time, same bat place. Jeff the Stat Guy on the stat line, 8 p.m. Eastern. We'll be breaking down Ole Miss, South Carolina. And I got a crazy take for y'all about this game that I torture myself talking myself into this stuff. But I do it anyway because I'm a diehard. But we will follow that up 9 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night. We are bringing it back, chucking buckets. We will be breaking down the SEC, previewing the conference for women's basketball. You already know who runs it, Dawn Staley, and she ain't done yet. Is this team good enough to repeat? We'll see. South Carolina's women's team going through it a little bit. You know, you probably the girl you thought was your most consistent player last year should be a big part this year. Yep. Goes down with the torn ACL in the offseason. What's it going to look like? Going to be a new cast of characters, but in Don we trust. So look, man, for SEC Mo, y'all already know I'm the stat guy. Appreciate y'all tapping in. We'll see y'all next week. We out of here. Peace.